Hello students, welcome to the YouTube channel Physics Simplified. In today's video, we will discuss how to add two vectors by using the parallelogram law of vector addition. In our previous video, we have discussed the addition of two vectors by using the triangle law of vector addition. In this case, we will use the parallelogram law. And finally, we will determine the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector. So without any further delay, let's get started. To discuss the parallelogram law of vector addition, we will start with the statement of this law. Here we will represent two given vectors both in magnitude and direction by any two adjacent sides of a given parallelogram, and we will find that the diagonal of the parallelogram, which will be drawn from the intersecting point of those two adjacent sides, will represent the resultant of the two given vectors, again both in magnitude and direction. তার মানে আমরা যে কোনো দুটো ভেক্টরকে যদি একটা প্যারালেলোগ্রামের যে কোনো দুটো অ্যাডজাসেন্ট সাইড দিয়ে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করাতে পারি, তাহলে পরে আমরা দেখব ওই দুটো অ্যাডজাসেন্ট সাইড যে পয়েন্টে ইন্টারসেক্ট করবে সেই ইন্টারসেক্টিং পয়েন্ট থেকে ওই প্যারালেলোগ্রামের যে ডায়াগোনালটাকে আমরা ড্র করতে পারবো, সেই ডায়াগোনালটাই রিপ্রেজেন্ট করবে ওই দুটো ভেক্টরের রেজাল্টেন্ট ভেক্টরকে। টু এক্সপ্লেন দিস স্টেটমেন্ট, we will consider this particular figure. Figure wise আমরা কি দেখতে পাচ্ছি, p vector q vector কে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করা হয়েছে by the side OA and OC of this parallelogram OABC. So we can say OA vector is equal to p vector, OC vector is equal to q vector. এখানে OA আর OC সাইড কে বলা হচ্ছে the two adjacent sides of this parallelogram OABC. কেন? আমরা যদি ফিগারটাকে ফলো করি তাহলে ফিগার ওয়াইজ আমরা কি দেখতে পাচ্ছি, O is the common initial point for the two sides OA and OC. তাহলে পরে OABC এরকম একটা যে কোনো প্যারালেলোগ্রামের যে কোনো একটা ভার্টেক্সকে কমন করে আমরা যদি এরকম দুটো সাইড OA আর OC কে ড্র করি, তাহলে ওই দুটো সাইডকে আমরা বলবো দে আর দ্য অ্যাডজাসেন্ট সাইডস অফ দ্যাট গিভেন প্যারালেলোগ্রাম। So in this case, since O is the common initial point or common vertex for the two sides OA and OC, OA and OC will be termed as the adjacent sides and they are representing two vectors, P vector and the Q vector. এবারে আমরা ইউজ করব a property of a given parallelogram. আমরা জানি opposite sides of a parallelogram are always equal and parallel to each other. তাহলে এই ফিগার ওয়াইজ আমরা যদি বলি OC is our first side, তাহলে OC সাইডের অপোজিট সাইড হচ্ছে AB। তাহলে অ্যাকর্ডিং টু দ্য প্রপার্টি অফ এ প্যারালেলোগ্রাম we can say that since OC and AB they are the two opposite sides, they will always be equal and parallel to each other. OC is representing vector Q, so in that case AB should also represent the same vector Q by the conception of equal vectors. So we can write OC vector is equal to Q vector, which is also equal to AB. Now we will represent the resultant of the P and Q vector. এবারে যদি আমরা স্টেটমেন্টটাকে ফলো করি, স্টেটমেন্ট ওয়াইজ আমরা কি বলছি, the diagonal which will represent the resultant of the two given vectors should be drawn from the intersecting point of those two adjacent sides which are representing those two given vectors. এই ফিগার ওয়াইজ আমরা প্লট করেছি OA সাইড দিয়ে P ভেক্টরকে, OC সাইড দিয়ে Q ভেক্টরকে। তাহলে OA OC অ্যাডজাসেন্ট সাইডস, এদের কমন ইন্টারসেক্টিং পয়েন্ট O, তাহলে O পয়েন্ট থেকে আমাকে ডায়াগোনালকে ড্র করতে হবে। O পয়েন্ট থেকে যে ডায়াগোনালটা ড্র করছি সেটাই দেখো হচ্ছে OB। So we can say that the diagonal which is drawn from the intersecting point of the two adjacent sides OA and OC is OB, and this is representing the resultant vector R. So we can say OB vector is equal to R vector. এবারে আমরা যদি স্টেটমেন্টের ভেক্টর ফর্মটা লিখি তাহলে স্টেটমেন্ট ওয়াইজ আমরা কি বলতে পাচ্ছি, we can obtain R vector or the resultant vector due to the addition of vector P and vector PQ. So we can write OB vector is equal to OA vector plus OC vector, that is R vector is obtained due to the addition of vector P and vector Q. এবারে আমাকে ক্যালকুলেট করতে হবে magnitude and direction of the resultant vector R. So to find or to determine the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector, we will do some geometrical construction. Geometrical construction হয় ফার্স্টে আমি কি করব, ফার্স্টে আমরা OA কে এক্সটেন্ড করব, তারপরে বি পয়েন্ট থেকে এক্সটেন্ডেড ও এর উপর একটা পারপেন্ডিকুলার ড্রপ করব যেটাই হচ্ছে BD. So first of all we will extend OA and from point B we will drop a perpendicular BD on that extended OA. Now to determine the magnitude and the direction of the resultant vector R, we need to find out the internal angle between vector P and vector Q. ডায়াগ্রামটাকে সবাই খুব ভালো করে ফলো করো। এই ডায়াগ্রাম ওয়াইজ আমরা কি পাচ্ছি, ও হচ্ছে কমন ইনিশিয়াল পয়েন্ট ফর ভেক্টর P and vector Q, তাহলে আমরা কি বলবো, P vector Q vector are the two co-initial vectors because O is the common initial point for both these two vectors. So from the figure we can say that the angle COA is the internal angle between vector P and vector Q. You can also write it as angle AOC, and we have marked this internal angle as theta. So the internal angle between vector P and vector Q is theta. Now, according to the property of the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. So OC and AB, they are equal and parallel to each other. So from the diagram we can say that angle COA is equal to angle BAD. কেন? তার কারণ these two angles are corresponding angles. That is why we have written here angle AOC is equal to theta, so also angle BAD. এবারে যদি আমরা কনস্ট্রাকশনাল পার্টটাকে ফলো করি তাহলে এই কনস্ট্রাকশনাল পার্ট থেকে আমরা কি পাচ্ছি, টু নিউ সেগমেন্টস AD and BD. These two segments are unknown, so we need to express AD and BD in terms of some known factors. তার জন্য আমরা কি করব, first of all we will consider this right angle triangle ABD, and from this triangle we will find cos theta and sin theta. First of all, let us calculate cos theta. Now from the triangle ABD, what is cos theta? Cos theta means base divided by hypotenuse. So it will be AD divided by AB. দেখো সেটাই লেখা হয়েছে, cos theta is equal to AD by AB. So AD is equal to AB cos theta. Now what is AB? AB is the magnitude of the given vector Q. So we have the expression AD is equal to Q cos theta. Now from the same triangle find sin theta. Sin theta মানে কি, perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. So it will be BD divided by AB. See, sin theta is equal to BD by AB. That is BD is equal to AB sin theta. Replace AB again by its magnitude Q. So we have BD is equal to Q sin theta. Now consider this large right angle triangle OBD. Apply Pythagoras theorem to this triangle. So from triangle OBD we can write using Pythagoras theorem OB square is equal to OD square plus BD square. Now what is OD? OD is the combination of OA and AD. So we have written here OB square is equal to OA plus AD whole square plus BD square. Now what is OB? OB is the magnitude of the resultant vector R. OA, magnitude of the given vector P. AD, BD, অলরেডি আমরা ক্যালকুলেট করেছি AD as Q cos theta, BD as Q sin theta. Substitute all these quantities with their expressions. So we have R square is equal to P plus Q cos theta whole square plus Q sin theta whole square. P plus Q cos theta whole square के simplify करो by using the equation of A plus B whole square. So we have R square is equal to P square plus 2PQ cos theta plus Q square cos square theta plus Q square sin square theta. From third and fourth term, take Q square common. So we can write R square is equal to P square plus 2PQ cos theta plus Q square taken as a common factor, and within the bracket we have sin square theta plus cos square theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So we have the expression R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Therefore, the magnitude of the resultant vector will be R is equal to within square root P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. এই ইকুয়েশনটা রিপ্রেজেন্ট করছে ম্যাগনিটিউড অফ দ্য রেজাল্টেন্ট ভেক্টর। এবারে আমরা ক্যালকুলেট করব ডিরেকশন অফ দ্য রেজাল্টেন্ট ভেক্টর। So to find out the direction of the resultant vector, we consider that this resultant vector R makes an angle phi with this given vector P. This is the angle between the resultant vector R and the given vector P. Now, from the large triangle OBD, we will find out the expression of tan phi. Now, what is tan phi? Tan phi is perpendicular divided by base. So from the triangle OBD, we can write tan phi is equal to BD divided by OD. দেখো তাই লেখা হয়েছে tan phi is equal to BD by OD. Now OD is the combination of OA and AD. So we can write tan phi is equal to BD divided by OA plus AD. BD means Q sin theta, OA magnitude of vector P, and AD is Q cos theta. So we have the equation tan phi is equal to Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. Therefore, the angle which was made by the resultant vector R with the given vector P can be obtained by using the condition of inverse as phi equals to tan inverse of Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. তাহলে R is equal to root over of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta represent করছে magnitude of the resultant vector. Phi equals to tan inverse of Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta is representing the angle made by the resultant vector with the given vector P. Now we will consider some special cases of the addition of two vectors. In our first case, we will consider the two vectors as mutually perpendicular vectors. That means vector P is perpendicular to vector Q, so their internal angle theta is equal to 90 degree. We know cos 90 degree is equal to 0, sin 90 degree is equal to 1. So we have cos theta is equal to 0, sin theta is equal to 1. Now we will substitute cos theta in the expression of the magnitude of the resultant vector. Resultant vector এর magnitude এর equation কি ছিল? R is equal to root over of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Substitute cos theta by 0. So we have R is equal to root over of P square plus Q square. Now there is the internal angle phi between the vector R and the vector P. We had the equation tan phi is equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Substitute sin theta by 1, cos theta by 0. So we have Q into 1 divided by P plus Q into 0. So basically tan phi is equal to Q by P. So the angle made by the resultant vector R with the given vector P in terms of inverse becomes phi is equal to tan inverse of Q by P. So whenever we have two mutually perpendicular vectors, the resultant will be of the expression r is equal to root over of p square plus q square, and the angle made by the resultant vector with the given vector p will be phi equals to tan inverse q by p. Now we will move into our second case. In our second case, we will consider the two vectors to be parallel to each other. That means they are in the same direction. So in this case, p vector will be parallel to q vector. We know that for two parallel lines, there is no internal angle. That means internal angle between two parallel vectors is always equal to 0. So here theta will be equals to 0 degree, cos 0 degree is equal to 1, sin 0 degree is equal to 0. That is why we have written cos theta is equal to 1, sin theta is equal to 0. Substitute cos theta and sin theta again in the expression of r and tan phi. So we have r is equal to root over of p square plus q square plus 2pq into 1, because this expression was 2pq cos theta. So it is nothing but the p plus q whole square. So r is equal to square root of p plus q whole square. So r is equal to p plus q. Remember, this is the maximum value of the resultant of two given vectors p and q. Now we have tan phi. Now what is tan phi? Q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. Sin theta is equal to 0. So we have the entire term is equal to 0. That is tan phi is equal to 0. This means phi is equal to 0. So what is the significance of this value? The angle phi is equal to 0. This means the resultant vector will also be parallel to the given vector. That means the resultant vector will also be in the same direction as that of the given vectors p and q. Now we will move into our third case. In this case, we will consider the two vectors to be oppositely directed. That means vector p and vector q will be opposite to each other. So their internal angle will be 180 degree. So theta is equal to 180 degree. We know that cos 180 degree is equal to minus 1, but sin 180 degree is equal to 0. So we have written cos theta is equal to minus 1, but sin theta is equal to 0. Substitute cos theta and sin theta in the equation of r and tan phi. So we have r is equal to within square root p square plus q square plus 2pq into minus 1. So the expression will be p square minus 2pq plus q square. So we can write either p minus q whole square or q minus p whole square. But we don't know whether p is greater than q or less than q. So not knowing whether p is greater or less than q, we can express r in this way, root over of p difference q whole square. So r will be equal to difference between p and q. This is the representation of the magnitude of the resultant of two vectors when they are oppositely directed. Remember, this is the minimum value of the resultant for two given vectors p and q. Now we are left with the expression of tan phi. Tan phi was q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. Since sin theta is 0 for this particular case, so we have tan phi is again equal to 0. That is, the angle phi is again equal to 0 degree. So from this condition, we can say that the resultant vector will be in the same direction as that of the greater vector of the two given ones. That means if p vector is greater than q, r will be in the same direction as that of p. If q is greater than p, then r will be in the same direction as that of vector q. This concludes our today's video. If you have any query regarding today's video, or if you want to avail questions, numerical problems regarding today's video, then please send your details along with your queries to my mail ID physicsmatesimplified@gmail.com. Please mention your name, guardian's name and contact number, your address, your school, your board, your class along with your queries. Hope you have enjoyed my video. If you like my video, then please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the early notifications of the uploaded video. Thank you.